What if I told you Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, predicted something for the year 2026? And it might already be coming true. Yeah, this one's going to give you chills. The records of Atlantis will be revealed. Between 1968 and 2026, Edgar Cayce. No, that's not just some random fortune cookie line. That came from one of the most mysterious figures of the 20th century, Edgar Cayce, a man who, while in trance, claimed to see the future and even the distant past. Hey friends, welcome back. Today we're diving into one of the most mind-bending prophecies Cayce ever gave, his prediction for the year 2026. And trust me, this isn't just about doomsday or vague guesses. We're talking about hidden chambers beneath the Sphinx, ancient technology that sounds like a computer, and a possible Atlantis connection that might just rewrite history. Sound unbelievable? Well, stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what Cayce foresaw for 2026 and why archaeologists and scientists are suddenly paying very close attention. Let's crack open this mystery together. So here's the thing about Edgar Cayce. He wasn't just giving people health readings while in transo. No, he dropped some wild visions about lost civilizations, shifting Earth changes, and, yes, the return of Atlantis. Cayce claimed that a vast library of ancient knowledge, what he called the Hall of Records, was buried beneath the sands of Egypt, near the Great Sphinx of Giza. According to him, this archive held the history of humanity before recorded time, including advanced technology from Atlantis itself. And here's the kicker, he put a timeline on it. Cayce said this hidden knowledge would begin to resurface between 1968 and 2026. Cayce tied these discoveries to major Earth changes. He spoke of the poles shifting, new lands rising from the sea, and even parts of Atlantis emerging again in the Atlantic Ocean. And get this, his followers swear he predicted the discovery of ruins near Bimini in the Bahamas, decades before divers reported a mysterious Bimini Road under the water in 1968. So, legend or coincidence? Well, that's the million-dollar question. But the idea that 2026 could mark the climax of these prophecies, that's where things get seriously interesting. Because if Cayce was right, then 2026 isn't just another year on the calendar. It's the deadline for a revelation humanity has been waiting thousands of years for. The discovery in the 1970s, a team of researchers began running seismic scans around the Great Sphinx of Giza. And what did they find? Anomalies, large, rectangular cavities buried deep beneath the Sphinx's paws. Sound familiar? Yep, exactly where Cayce said the Hall of Records would be hidden. In 1993. An NBC documentary called Mystery of the Sphinx, hosted by Charlton Heston, no less brought this to mainstream attention. They featured geological studies suggesting the Sphinx was eroded not by wind, but by water. That would make it thousands of years older than mainstream Egyptology claims. And if that's true, well, Cayce's claim that the Sphinx was linked to a forgotten civilization doesn't sound so far-fetched anymore. Even the Egyptian authorities got a little cagey about it. Researchers who tried to drill or explore these cavities often ran into, let's just say, unexpected resistance. Official permits denied, projects suddenly canceled, almost like someone didn't want those chambers opened. Could it be that what's hidden there really would change everything we think we know about history? And it doesn't stop there. Remember Cayce's prophecy about Atlantis rising near Bimini? Right after his timeline began 1968, divers found a strange underwater formation there. Massive stone blocks laid out like a road or wall, perfectly aligned. To this day, geologists argue whether it's natural rock or man-made ruins. Which brings us to the big question. If these prophecies line up with real discoveries, what else was Cayce right about? The science all right. So up until now, Cayce's predictions sound like a mix of mythology and mystery. But here's where science walks into the room and says, hold on a minute, because every now and then, archaeologists stumble on something that makes us question what ancient civilizations were truly capable of. Take the Antikythera mechanism, for example. Discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of Greece in 1901, it looks like a lump of corroded bronze. But when scientists examined it decades later, they realized it was actually a mechanical computer over 2,000 years old. It could predict eclipses, track planetary movements, and even map out the Olympic Games calendar. Think about that. An ancient laptop built centuries before the modern calendar was even standardized. Now, Cayce's followers point to discoveries like this and say, see? Ancient civilizations weren't primitive. They had advanced technology we barely understand. And if artifacts like the Antikythera mechanism survived, what else might be hidden under the sands of Egypt or beneath the waves of the Atlantic? Here's where it gets spookier. Cayce described the Hall of Records as holding not just scrolls and writings, but also devices, machines used by Atlanteans to harness energy and track celestial cycles. Almost like an ancient observatory or data archive. Sound too wild? Well, remember this. Modern science has confirmed that ancient cultures tracked the stars with stunning precision. The Mayans, the Babylonians, even Stonehenge all functioned, in a way, like ancient computers. So the idea of a lost library of advanced knowledge? Suddenly, it doesn't feel so far-fetched. And here's the kicker. Cayce said these records would be revealed when humanity was ready, around 2026. So what exactly did he think we'd discover? The 2026 prophecy. So here we are, the year Cayce circled on his cosmic calendar, 2026. According to Cayce, this period wouldn't just bring hidden records to light. He also spoke of great earth changes, shifting weather patterns, earthquakes in unusual places, and even a subtle shift of the Earth's magnetic poles. Now, let's compare that with what science is saying today. Modern geologists have confirmed that Earth's magnetic field is, in fact, weakening. There's an area called the South Atlantic anomaly, where satellites glitch and cosmic radiation leaks through more than normal. Some scientists even speculate we're in the early stages of a magnetic pole reversal. Then there's climate change. Cayce talked about coastlines changing, violent storms, and a reshaping of the Earth. Fast forward to now, rising seas, megastorms, record heat. Whether you believe in prophecy or not, the parallels are eyebrow-raising. But here's the spine-tingling part. Cayce didn't just warn of destruction. He also predicted a shift in human consciousness, a kind of awakening. He said humanity would begin to rediscover its forgotten past and realize we're more connected than we think. And if that sounds a little woo, consider this. We're living in a time when ancient DNA is rewriting human history. AI is decoding lost languages, and archaeologists are uncovering ruins older than anyone thought possible, like Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, which predates Stonehenge by thousands of years. It's almost like the universe is handing us puzzle pieces at the exact moment we're ready to put them together. So maybe, just maybe, Cayce's 2026 prophecy isn't just about earthquakes or disasters. Maybe it's about a revelation, a moment where ancient secrets finally come to light, changing how we see ourselves forever. The shocking truths. So, after all this prophecies, strange discoveries, scientific echoes, what was Cayce's ultimate vision for 2026? He said that by this time, the Hall of Records would finally be uncovered. Not just hinted at, not just scanned, but opened and inside. Proof of a civilization that existed long before Egypt, long before Sumer, maybe even before recorded history itself. Now, here's where it gets goosebump-worthy. In recent years, advanced scanning techniques like ground-penetrating radar have once again revealed mysterious voids under the Great Pyramid and around the Sphinx. In 2017, scientists confirmed a massive hidden chamber inside the Great Pyramid. something big enough to fit an airplane. Now combine that with the fact that archaeologists are actively re-examining ancient sites all over the world. New temples in Turkey, submerged ruins in India, mysterious roads under the sea near Japan, all surfacing right as we approach Cayce's deadline. So here's the shocking truth. Whether you believe Cayce was channeling Atlantis or just stumbled into some lucky guesses, the year 2026 marks the exact moment his prophecy converges with modern discoveries. Could it be that we're on the verge of uncovering the greatest secret of human history? Because if Cayce was right, 2026 won't just be another year. It'll be the year the past finally speaks. So let's recap. Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, said the hidden records of Atlantis would be revealed between 1068 and 2026. Seismic scans around the Sphinx and radar studies in the Great Pyramid show mysterious voids and chambers exactly where Cayce pointed. Real discoveries, like the Bimini Road and ancient tech, such as the Antikythera mechanism, prove our ancestors knew far more than we once believed. And science today, it's confirming magnetic shifts, climate upheavals, and archaeological surprises that sound eerily like Cayce's visions. Now here we are, right on the edge of 2026. So the big question is, was Cayce truly tapping into some ancient record? Or was it all just coincidence? What do you think? Was the Hall of Records re-land? If it is, what kind of secrets could it hold? Drop your theory in the comments because I'd love to hear your take. If this blew your mind, you'll definitely want to check out my video on the Antikythera mechanism, the ancient Greek computer that might hold even more secrets of lost civilizations. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next.